So first I started off by drawing an outline of the egg onto a piece of sponge, and you want to make sure that your foam or sponge is pretty thick. Then you just want to draw an egg shape onto one side of the foam using a pen, and you can make it whatever size you want. And I just did this shape by hand, but you can use a template or an image of an egg if you want to. And next you want to start cutting this out. So here is what the shape looks like so far. And it's okay if it still doesn't look perfect at this point. And basically what you want to do is you just want to keep trimming around the egg shape until it looks kind of similar on both sides. And now we can start rounding off the shape, so you just want to make really small curved cuts with your scissors like this. And also do the same for the other side as well, until it forms an egg shape. So basically like that. So I'm just going to continue this. So here is what it looks like once I finish smoothing off most of the shape. And then basically what you want to do is you just want to keep making curved cuts or really small snips with your scissors like this. And just make it as smooth as possible. So just keep doing this until you're happy with the shape, or until it looks curved on all sides, if that makes sense. So mine is pretty much finished. And now on to the next step. So next what I did was I took a piece of a makeup sponge, and you just want to cut out a small triangle shape for the horn. And then you just want to cut some indents along it like this to create the indents on the horn. And then what I did was I took some white felt and I cut out 2 ears like this. So that's what they look like. And we will be gluing these on later. And then once you have all of your pieces ready, we can finally start painting it. So next what I did was I painted the egg using my white paint, and another sponge was already white, but I decided to paint it anyway just because the paint makes it a little bit squishier. And then I used my black puffy paint for the face, and I used a very thin paintbrush and a dotting tool to paint it on. And really you can paint on whatever face you want, and you can look up images of unicorns or unicorn eggs for inspiration. And then I use my dark pink puffy paint for the blush. And then I just used loads of different colours of puffy paint for the flowers. So I painted on 3 flowers at the top, as you can see. And I know they turned out slightly messy. It's because I am rushing this slightly because I just really want to get this video up in time. And you want to make sure to place it inside a small cup or a container, just so then it doesn't roll over whilst it's drying. So now on to the next step. So next what I did was I painted the horn using my gold puffy paint. And then I just used my pink puffy paint to paint on 2 ovals in the centre of the ears. And you can use whatever colours you want for the ears. And also I forgot to mention, you can also use whatever colours you want for the flowers. Or if you do have some small fake flowers, you can just glue them on if you want to. I think this is turning out pretty cute. So now you just want to let everything dry and then we can move on to the next step. So once everything is completely dry, lastly what you want to do is you want to glue on the ears and the horn on top of the egg. And I just used my all-purpose glue for this. And then once you've done that, your squishy is finished. And I think this turned out pretty good, and I really like how the face turned out. And again, you can make yours whatever size you want, and you can also use whatever colours of puffy paint you want for the flowers. So you don't have to make yours the exact same way that I did, obviously. And I know the shape probably still looks a little bit rough, but like I said before, I was rushing this slightly since I started this like literally the day before Easter, and today is Easter Sunday, so I just really wanted to get this video done in time. So sorry I had to rush it slightly. And by the way, I was inspired by these little mini unicorn egg decorations that I got from Poundland yesterday. And I just thought these were so adorable, so I decided to make a squishy version of one. And I know it didn't turn out exactly like them, but still I think it's pretty cute. And it is also really soft and squishy. So I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and as always, please feel free to request any more squishy tutorials you would like me to do in the comments below. And I really hope you enjoyed, and happy Easter. Bye bye.